my name is Patty, and I'm going to make brownies today. I'm going to make an original version of brownies, and then I'm going to make a healthier version. The original version will include oil, and the healthy version replaces that oil with applesauce. I have previously put together a version of the dry ingredients. This will be my original brownie recipe, and I will put that to the side and do that after. First, I'm going to make the healthy brownies, and I have all the ingredients here, and I'm going to show you how we're going to make it. So first, I'm going to add 1 cup of sugar, and then I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, I'm going to add 2 eggs, and now I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I have a 1/2 cup of cocoa here, Hershey's cocoa. And a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And a 1/2 cup of flour. I'm going to mix these together. Now, the only one ingredient that we are missing right now is the applesauce. That is going to be the change in this recipe. So with this applesauce, I'm going to add a 1/2 cup. This replaces the oil in the original recipe. Now, by adding the applesauce instead of the oil, we will be eliminating fat from our recipe. The original version of this recipe has 12 grams of fat with the oil, and by replacing the oil with the applesauce, we are going now down to 1 gram of total fat for this recipe. Smells really good. Get all the lumps out. Alright, let's switch over to my spatula here. And I am going to use 9-inch round pans to bake these today. I don't have square pans, which is what the recipe calls for, but I have 2 of the same 9-inch round pans, which have been previously sprayed nonstick. So this will be my first brownie. Now let's move on to the original recipe. So I already have the cup of sugar in here. I'm going to add the teaspoon of vanilla. And the 2 eggs. The baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, cocoa powder, salt, flour are all included. Now we are going to start to mix this one up. And all of the ingredients are included except for the oil. So we're going to add a 1/2 cup of oil. Now I mentioned the total fat was 12 grams to 1 gram. The saturated fat also changes. With the oil, there is 2 grams of saturated fat. With the applesauce, it's 1 gram. 5 grams of monosaturated fat compared to 1 gram with the applesauce. And 5 grams of polyunsaturated fat and 0 grams with the applesauce. So I'm going to continue to stir this. You can see that this is a little bit thicker than the other version. I will add this to the pan and cook it, and then we will discuss the results when they're done. We're just going to check on our brownies as they're cooking. As you can see, I used 9-inch round pans. The brownies with the applesauce are on the left, and the ones with the oil are on the right, and you can see the difference in the way that they're cooking. Right, so the brownies are done, and if you want to take a closer look over here, this is the brownie that was done with the oil. And as you can see, it's definitely the texture of a regular brownie. It's very dense, gooey. And then this is the brownie that was done with the applesauce, and it's definitely more cake-like, although it is pretty dense still, but smoother like cake than a brownie. So I tried them, and my children tried them. And when you're thinking about a brownie, I think the one with the oil does taste more like a brownie. My children preferred that because it reminds them of what a brownie tastes like. The one with the applesauce is definitely cake-like. It had the chocolate flavor, but it tasted a little off, my kids said. It's very, very dense for a cake. So I think that the combination of the two would give a better, healthier version than just the oil. Maybe using half oil, half applesauce would be an option to make a healthier version, but I think that the one with all applesauce just wasn't what you would expect a brownie to taste like. And I am happy that I tried this, and I will experiment more. Thanks so much.